The skill of the ROH athletes is undeniable. And tonight, the ROH World Champion, Takeshi Morishima, puts his skills to the test against the challenger, Nigel McGuinness. Hey, Prazak fans, we want to thank you all for inviting us into your home tonight from right here in beautiful Edison, New Jersey. And you want to talk about undeniable, the intensity of the man standing behind us right now, Claudio Castagnoli, is in fact undeniable. And he certainly looks ready for his matchup against Chris Hero. So let's get Chris Hero out here and get the action started right away. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Wait 1 second. Chris Hero, my client, is not happy with the terms of this match. I'm going to make this short and sweet. There will be no Chris Hero versus Claudio Castagnoli here tonight. Nah, it ain't happening. No, we're holding out until we get exactly what we want. So, Claudio, I guess you can hit the showers, pal, because you signed a contract. You signed a contract to wrestle Chris Hero, and only Chris Hero. You signed a contract to wrestle Chris Hero on pay-per-view, and Chris ain't wrestling until there's more money on the line and all demands are met. So, Claudio, I guess you're off the pay-per-view. Come on, guys. Let's get back to the limo. The holdout is on, and we've got a lot of negotiating to do. It looks like we're going to have to get another match out here. Let's go to the open. Fall have hit the ring. Jimmy Jacobs with the microphone, the Necro Butcher and the Wife Beater along with Tyler Black and Lacey. There still seems to be some confusion after we jumped the Briscoes at the last pay-per-view. There's confusion as to who we are and why we're here. We're not a wrestling faction. We're not an invasion. We're the Age of the Fall. We're a revolution whose ideals reach far beyond this wrestling ring. And we're here to spread our message. To spread our message, we need power. And power comes with the tag team titles, which is why we've targeted the ROH's favorite sons, the World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes. Trust trust me, I'd like to get my hands on the Briscoes too, but the people that run this place say that we can't get a shot at those tag team belts until we beat some tag teams. So, we'll work within your little system, but we'll destroy it from the inside out. So any tag team that wants to make history and be the first stepping stone for the Age of the Fall, bring it on, sunshine.
Well, that's the battle cry of the Vulture Squad.
We got Jackie, baby. And we got the Chocolate Vulture. Transform!
Julius Smokes leads the high-flying faction of the Vulture Squad. Jack Evans, Jigsaw, and Ruckus to the ring to answer the call of the Age of the Fall. Jigsaw on the outside with the Necro Butcher brawling in the aisle while Ruckus and Jimmy Jacobs inside the ring. Head scissors by Ruckus takes Jacobs off his feet. Ruckus, a very agile wrestler, can do some great acrobatic moves in that ring. Hits the ropes. Oh, but Tyler Black with a kick to the back of the head of Ruckus. Black with a head of steam. Up and over the top to the floor, wiping out Ruckus and Evans. Jigsaw and Necro Butcher have brawled all the way back to the locker room. And this leaves Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black to battle against Jack Evans and Ruckus. Ruckus back in the ring, as is Jimmy Jacobs. Forearm shots to the back. Snapmares Ruckus off his feet, sets him in position. Perfectly placed drop kick right to the back of the head. Cover. Only gets two. Of course, we saw the Age of the Fall make their presence known at the end of our last pay-per-view Man Up with that vicious attack on the Briscoe brothers. ROH management doesn't even want the Briscoes and the Age of the Fall in the same building with one another. So later on during this broadcast, we're going to take you to a Briscoes World Tag Team title matchup from Dayton, Ohio. Because they can't even be in the same building as Jacobs, Black, and the Necro Butcher. Into the midsection by Black, scoops up Ruckus and hangs him up in the corner, ties him up in the trio row, and makes the tag to Jimmy Jacobs. Forearm shot knocks Evans off the apron down to the floor. Knee to the midsection by Jacobs. Double drop kick connects. The Age of the Fall working very well as a unit here, as Jacobs goes for the cover on Ruckus, but he gets that shoulder up. Well, not a unit, Dave. Not a wrestling faction, a movement, says Jimmy Jacobs. Here to spread their word, whatever that is. Oh, they have a message to send. They even have ageofthefall.com to spread that message as they just pound away on Ruckus as referee Paul Turner trying to restore a little bit of order and get one man outside the ring. So they've come to ROH to spread the word to people who want to think for themselves. They're not here for the masses. They're here for the people who don't want to be sheep and be led astray. Tyler Black off the ropes, driving down with the knee and right back to his feet. A great athlete is Tyler Black. And he's got Ruckus down. In comes Jack Evans, though, to make the save right there as Black went for the pin. Of course, the Vulture Squad are going to have to be on the lookout for the end time from Jacobs and Black. Kicking away at Ruckus in the corner, Tyler Black makes the tag. Jimmy Jacobs, the legal man, stepping back inside the ring as Black holds him in position. Jacobs to the second rope and fires away on Ruckus. Evans on the outside trying to rally the fans behind Ruckus, who desperately needs to make the tag, but yet again finds himself in the wrong corner. Come on, another vicious boot from Tyler Black right there on Ruckus. So you see Lacey in the corner, the Age of the Fall. While Julius Smokes tries to fire up Ruckus at ringside in his corner. Tyler Black in command, driving another series of right hands to the side of the head of Ruckus. And the Vulture Squad is yet to get untracked here. But a neck breaker may just do that for the Vulture Squad. Ruckus needs to make the tag. He's got Tyler Black stunned here. He's trying to get to his own corner to tag Jimmy Jacobs. And Ruckus makes the tag. In comes Jack Evans. To the midsection. Uses Jacobs for a base as drives the boot to Tyler Black. Drop kick and lands across the chest of Jacobs, all in one motion. Handspring into the corner, elbow up and over the top, all the way to the floor. Evans is extremely quick. Springboard knee to the back of the head on Black.
Jack Evans successfully fighting off both men by himself. Combination of kicks on Jimmy Jacobs. But a big spear from Jacobs takes away all of Evans' momentum.
This one's starting to break down. All four men in the ring. Ruckus takes down Jacobs. Right back to his feet.
Ruckus with the razzle-dazzle. Tyler Black hangs Ruckus across that top rope and kicks him to the floor.
Quickly to the outside goes Black. Ruckus down. Chair in position by Black. Referee trying to get these athletes back in the ring. Right hand connects and another. Crossbody from Jacobs over the top.
Watch out for Jack Evans.
Black catches him. Powerbomb into the guardrail.
The back of Jack Evans' head just bounced off the steel. He could be done as Tyler Black brings him back inside the ring, and Ruckus is out on the floor as well.
What are they doing here?
Back senton across the chest, and Tyler Black, driven into the canvas. It's the end time, and forced to tap is Jack Evans.
Here are your winners, Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black, the Age of the Fall.
The Age of the Fall back up their words with a victory, but when will they collide with the Briscoes?
Be gone.
We now take it to the locker room with the ROH World Champion Takeshi Morishima.
なんだおらお出てけおらあふざけんなお前
Sorry.
出てけおら
Shima doesn't want any count in the locker room.
出てけおら
Throughout my life, I've never been the biggest, but I had size. Never been the strongest, but I had power. And I've never been the fastest, but I always had athleticism. It means I've had to maximize my talents. I've had to approach every obstacle without fear. I've had to work just a little bit harder than everybody else. It's also given me the ability to look my opponent right in the eye. And when he looks back at me, he sees it all come at him without hesitation. You see, my rookie year here in Ring of Honor is almost over. I've stayed in my place, you could say. It's been a baptism by fire. Now as I enter my second year, I understand how things work. Sure, there might be some that are bigger, maybe faster, even a little stronger. But there's no one that can match that look in my eye. My name is Eric Stevens. When you see me in the ring, you're looking at relentless determination.
Well, Sweet and Sour Incorporated and Chris Hero inside the ring. Maybe we'll see Hero versus Claudio after all.
Ring of Honor officials have yet to meet Chris Hero's demands, so the holdout continues. I've got some good news, though. We have agreed to terms to present right now the first ever women's wrestling match on ROH pay-per-view. My client, the greatest women's wrestler in the world, Sarah Del Rey, will take on Daisy Hayes. And just remember who the star is here, sweetheart.
Well, the terms are right for Larry Sweeney's client, Sarah Del Rey, to compete against Daisy Hayes, the first women's match in ROH pay-per-view history.
Referee Todd Sinclair calls for the bell. A handshake to start things off. Collar and elbow tie-up. Quickly taken off her feet is Daisy Hayes by Sarah Del Rey.
Definite size advantage for Larry Sweeney's charge in this contest, but take nothing away from Daisy Hayes. Though she does have a small frame, she's got a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and a lot of energy.
Quickly gets out of that pinning predicament, back to her feet, and a hip attack from Del Rey, sends her right back down to a knee. Front face lock. Just hoists Hayes up, but comes right down on her feet.
Del Rey.
Taking off her feet with the arm drag by the Hayes. And that's exactly what Hayes is going to have to do. Stick and move and utilize the quickness advantage. Head scissors takes Del Rey down. All the way out to the floor.
Sarah Del Rey trying to regroup out on the floor. And she does have Sweet and Sour Incorporated at ringside, conferring with Bobby Dempsey as Daisy Hayes to the top.
The crossbody off the top from the Hayes wipes out both Dempsey and Del Rey.
And that's exactly what Daisy Hayes needs to do during the course of this matchup. Take the fight to Sarah Del Rey with her speed, her quickness, and her high-flying ability.
Hayes is not afraid to take a chance. Quickly goes for the cover, hooks the leg, but only gets two.
Sarah Del Rey known for the Royal Butterfly, while Daisy Hayes known for the Heart Punch Yakuza kick combination, as well as the Heart Punch Mind Trip combination, sweeping the legs and driving her opponent's head right into the canvas.
Reversal by Del Rey. Hayes hits the ropes.
You see the size coming into play right there as Del Rey just stops Daisy Hayes and takes her overhead with the fall-away slam, and only gets two.
Great bridge by Del Rey there as well. Able to keep the shoulders down for the 2 count. One more time, Hayes set for the ride. Just driven down to the canvas, all the body weight of Del Rey crashing into the chest of the Hayes.
The body block from Del Rey as Daisy back to her feet. Del Rey off the ropes. Big boot right to the chest. Again takes Daisy down.
High impact offense from Del Rey. One more time, well-placed boot right to the chest. Drags her out of the corner right to the center. A very cocky cover. Only gets one.
Well, that's what you would expect out of a member of Sweet and Sour Incorporated. Another hip attack from Del Rey right to the side of the head of Daisy Hayes. And Larry Sweeney getting very concerned at ringside. Forearm shot from Del Rey, but Daisy firing back with forearms of her own.
The Hayes showing that heart you spoke about earlier, refusing to lay down.
Heart punch! Right to the chest. Daisy Hayes off the ropes. Yakuza kick to the side of the head of Del Rey. Cover! But no, Del Rey kicks out.
Still a lot of fight left in Sarah Del Rey as well. Powered her way out at 2. Hayes back to her feet off the ropes. Caught in the waist lock by Del Rey.
Great show of strength by Sarah Del Rey, driving her down to the canvas. And what's this? Here comes Claudio Castagnoli making his way down to ringside. Well, this is uncharacteristic of Claudio Castagnoli. It shows just how much he wants to get his hands on Larry Sweeney, and he's going to do it right now.
Sweeney by the throat as Del Rey just shoves Hayes down to the canvas, misses the clothesline.
Daisy Hayes, momentum all the way over top. Puts all of her body weight on top of Del Rey. What an upset! Daisy Hayes scores the pin.
Well, Chris Hero's got Castagnoli out on the floor. Hero's welcome right on the floor. When he hits that move in the ring, it's a 1, 2, 3. But out on the floor, what kind of damage can you do with a move like that?
Oh, what a scumbag. Chris Hero holds out on his match, but he attacks Castagnoli at ringside.
What's going on with the lights?
Oh, we all know whose music that is.
Oh, Dave, that's the music of the former ROH World Champ. The man that held the belt for 15 months. He defeated all challengers. He's on a mission, and that includes revenge on Takeshi Morishima, and once again winning the ROH World title.
Back at Mount Up, Bryan Danielson challenged for the world title with a serious eye injury. Takeshi Morishima vowed before the match that he would stay away from the eye. However, the champion got desperate and attacked Danielson's eye to gain the victory.
And Danielson's got the mic. What's he got to say?
Listen here, Larry Sweeney and your group, the lengths that you guys will go to in the pursuit of the almighty dollar is disgusting. And you people represent everything that is wrong with professional sports. Now you guys like to brag about how Chris Hero is the best athlete in wrestling. Well, why don't you come in here and prove it right now?
Oh, are we going to get a match out of Chris Hero? Let's see if Chris Hero answers the challenge here.
Castagnoli, but he's going to take on the best wrestler in the world in Bryan Danielson?
He's got to be afraid of Claudio. That's what it comes down
There's no
to.
doubt about it.
So after the holdout, after a cheap attack on Claudio, we are going to see a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Hero would like you all to know that is purely speculation.
Hero responding to the crowd chants, but it looks like he is going to compete tonight as he locks up with Bryan Danielson.
Waist lock by Danielson quickly takes Hero off his feet. Hero quickly rolls him over, but Danielson maintains control. Hero ever the opportunist.
We saw Bryan Danielson was inside the ring, and he's actually going to wrestle here tonight as he wants to prove that he is the best athlete in professional wrestling, the best athlete here in Ring of Honor. But Bryan Danielson, former world champion, would certainly argue with that.
And as long as he doesn't have to prove it against Claudio Castagnoli, that is.
Claudio Castagnoli being tended to in the locker room by paramedics. Possibility of breaking a bone in his face. So he's definitely out for the evening. And the question is, will he be out for a few weeks?
Well, who knows how long he'll be out with that kind of an injury.
A cheap shot by Chris Hero, but back to his feet and just showboating here. Ridiculous. And showing off his athleticism. I hate it when he does that.
Flipping into the corner, landing on his feet.
Is that really what makes an athlete or a great wrestler?
In the mind of Larry Sweeney, it does. That's his prize athlete right there. That's the man, it's a cornerstone of Sweet and Sour Incorporated.
The man that brings Larry Sweeney all the money. Sweeney, the super agent. He's not a manager. He's out there to make some money and bring as much money to his athletes and into Sweet and Sour Incorporated as possible.
He made money off of Matt Seidel when he shipped him off to Connecticut.
Bryan Danielson and Chris Hero tying up once again. Waistlock grab by Danielson, but into the top wrist lock goes Hero. Taken off his feet by Danielson.
Right into the cross arm breaker. Doesn't have that other leg, though, across the chest of Chris Hero. Not able to get full extension on the hold. Not as much damage done as would normally be applied in that maneuver. So instead, he switches up to the hammerlock.
Bryan Danielson is not at 100% after suffering that eye injury. He has a little bit of blurred vision, but he is almost at 100%. He is in fighting shape here tonight.
Trying to get a clean break in the corner here. Hero has to, he's got to adjust the headband. Excuse me. Todd Sinclair, Bryan Danielson, one moment, please. Chris Hero has to adjust that goofy headband.
Who wears a headband to the ring in professional wrestling? What's with the whole outfit? He looks ridiculous.
Apparently he's a superhero as well as a super great athlete.
Apparently. Danielson trying to keep Hero down on the canvas, but he escapes and has control of the arms of Dragon. Trying to roll the shoulders against the canvas, he does, but only for a count of two.
Danielson quickly regains control with the front face lock. Hero back to his feet. Single leg by Danielson takes Hero back down to the canvas. Kicked away by Hero.
And a headstand by Chris Hero again, showing off how agile he is back to his feet. What is that?
Apparently Larry Sweeney likes it a whole lot.
Backflip landing on his feet. Yeah, very proud of himself, Chris Hero. Turned his back on his opponent, and Danielson takes out Hero's legs.
Headed right back up in the same position he was in before he started that nonsense. Bryan Danielson in control of his legs.
Perhaps trying to cinch in the Mexican surfboard here. Rocking back. And elevating Chris Hero in the hole.
Great display of strength here by Danielson. Taking the larger Hero up in the air.
Trying to trap the head, but Chris Hero keeping his head out of Danielson's grasp.
Trying to crawl towards the corner.
Still has control of the legs of Chris Hero. Drives the knees of Hero into the canvas.
That's the
World of pain.
That's the thing about Danielson. He can beat you in so many different ways. He can utilize the elbows from the mount position. He can utilize the cattle mutilation, the cross-face chicken wing, or right there attacking the legs of Chris Hero.
Bryan Danielson also known to pick up victories with the small package. He has a small package that not many men have ever been able to get out of. As the Greco-Roman knuckle lock cinched in, both men back to a standing position. Danielson 1-1 in singles competition here on ROH pay-per-view.
Fires Hero off the ropes, and Hero runs right into a well-placed drop kick right on the chin, covered by Danielson, but Hero gets the shoulder up.
Won the tag team main event on the first pay-per-view. Respect is earned.
And he's trying to lock in the cross-face chicken wing here and pick up yet another victory on pay-per-view, but Hero immediately goes to the ropes to force the break.
This is Chris Hero's first singles match here on ROH pay-per-view. So he was in the Four Corner Survival back at Man Up.
Well-placed foot to the face of Bryan Danielson by Hero. Gets a cover and a 2 count. You see Hero flexing the elbow. Dragon did not have the cross-face chicken wing completely cinched in, but damage done nonetheless.
Crowd here solidly behind Bryan Danielson.
Oh, Hero just mocking him. He's got that headband over his eye. Bryan Danielson was forced to wrestle with an eye patch for several weeks after suffering that injury at the hands of Takeshi Morishima, and now Hero mocking him with that headband.
Unbelievable. As Danielson up, drives him down to the canvas, and back senton, driving all of his body weight down across the chest of Danielson. Tosses that headband out to Larry Sweeney.
Well, it just shows you what kind of a man Bryan Danielson is. He put the eye patch on to go out there and compete, to prove he is the best wrestler in the world, and Chris Hero does it to mock his opponent.
Elevates Danielson, charges across the ring with the atomic drop, and that sends Danielson head first into the top turnbuckle. And again, look at Chris Hero.
Taking a bow.
Ridiculous.
Sweeney on the outside as pleased as can be.
Sweeney loves to feed the ego of Chris Hero.
Well, the happier Chris Hero is, the more money Sweeney thinks he's going to make him.
Got Danielson in the corner, chop right across the chest of the American Dragon.
That's exactly what these agents do. They just feed the egos of their clients.
Measures Hero for the European uppercut. Chop in retaliation from Hero.
Another European from Dragon, and another series of uppercuts to the chest of Chris Hero, who fires back with another knife edge chop in the corner. Forearm shots and a back fist connects right to the side of the head.
Already our producer's in my earpiece. It looks as though Claudio Castagnoli has been taken to the hospital, so he's definitely the worse for wear as a result of the attack by Hero, but Danielson getting a measure of revenge here for Castagnoli. Knee to the midsection.
Drives the boot to the small of the back, quickly goes for the cover. Once again, only gets 2. Danielson trying to encourage the crowd here as they chant best in the world.
Danielson comes charging, running forearm in the corner, and snaps Hero down to the canvas with the suplex. He's got Hero down, and Danielson looking to take a chance here. Climbing up top, but Hero back to his feet. Up to the second rope he goes, and applies the cravat.
Danielson shot to the midsection, sends Hero down. Somersaults his way back to his feet, but caught with a missile dropkick and a nip-up by the American Dragon.
Back to his feet. He's feeling it now, Danielson. German suplex with a bridge. Only 2. Keeping control of the arms of Hero. Trying to convert cattle mutilation.
Hero trapped right in the center of the ring. Larry Sweeney, nothing he can do but look on.
Hero turns it over. Danielson trying to keep control of the arms of Hero, who's back to his feet.
Backs Danielson to the ropes, but Danielson driving the kicks repeatedly to the chest of Hero. Puts on the brakes. Forearm shot.
Hero hits the ropes, but Danielson comes charging with a headbutt. Another forearm from Hero. He's got Danielson now. Elevated and dropped down to the canvas. Hooks the leg tight. But Dragon kicks out.
Hero was in very deep on that cover, had the hands clasped, but give Dragon credit, absorbed the blow, and was still able to kick out at 2.
Bryan Danielson focused on once again becoming ROH World Champion. He can't stand a loss here to Chris Hero in that quest. Oh, look at Hero back to his feet.
Yeah, he mocked him. He was looking like he was going to apply cattle mutilation, and instead just flipped right back to his feet. Small package!
He's using Danielson's own moves against him here. Big boot right to the face of Hero, though.
Another hard kick to the chest by Dragon. Repeatedly stomping away.
He's kicking his head in. Repeatedly. Just stomping away. And the referee has stopped the match.
Here is your winner by referee stoppage, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson!
Bryan Danielson gets back on the winning track. He'll be sure to watch tonight's world title main event between Takeshi Morishima and Nigel McGuinness, with one eye on the world title and one eye on revenge on Morishima.
I love life every day, in each and every way. Captain would be proud to find out I'm certain of the end. It's the means that has no screws. It takes an unknown truth to get out. I'm guessing I'm born sailing. I was meant to beg around my knees. Please don't stop. It's lonely at the top. These lonely days. Will they ever stop? This doomsday clock ticking in my heart. These lonely days.
You are looking at the master of mind games, Adam Pearce.
You see, I've come out here by myself with a purpose. And that purpose is simple. There's someone that I need to speak to face to face. Kevin Steen, make your way to ringside.
Kevin Steen? Well, why is he calling out Kevin Steen?
I have absolutely no idea.
Kevin Steen at the last pay-per-view Man Up, involved in that brutal ladder war with his partner El Generico against the Briscoes. They fell a little short in that matchup, and we saw Steve pie-face El Generico after the match. Don't know about their future as a tag team, but what does Pearce have to do with Kevin Steen?
Steen with pretty much the same kind of a look on his face that we have. No idea why he's being called out here.
Take a seat. So you may not know Kevin Steen. You can sit down, it's safe.
Steen a little hesitant.
Let me explain something to you. Along with Brent Albright and now BJ Whitmer, I represent the force known as the Hangman 3. We operate on 3 terms: violence, sheer brutality, and unmitigated ruthlessness. And that's why in Hartford last time we took our vengeance out on one man known as Delirious.
Oh, the vicious attack from the Hangman 3 on Delirious, trying to staple his mask to his face.
I see you to be in a similar situation as you associate with a man that calls himself El Generico. This is a man who also hides behind a mask, whose complete and utter existence is that of a loser. You see, he cost you a shot at the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
Multiple times.
And I noticed, Kevin Steen, the frustration within you. I saw the anger after the ladder war at the last pay-per-view. But fortunately for you, Kevin Steen, I know what you need. I know what you want. You want to associate yourself with people who are as vicious as you. People bred for success. Fortunately for you and for all these idiots, I am in a position to offer you an escape. I can make it, instead of the Hangman 3, the Hangman 4.
Hangman 4?
And to show you that I mean what I say and that I'm serious, I present you an offering, gentlemen, if you will.
What about your t-shirt?
Pierce trying to get in his head. An offering.
Oh, that's Brent Albright and BJ Whitmer under those hoods. They're carrying El Generico to the ring.
Shane Hagedorn snickering behind them. The manservant of the Hangman 3. The lackey of Adam Pearce.
Well, they've got El Generico. They've obviously beat him down in the locker room. El Generico at the mercy of the Hangman 3.
Look at his face. This is the man who's cost you everything you've ever wanted. This is the man, Kevin Steen, who's let you down at every turn. Look at him. And look at us. Now is the time, Kevin Steen. Embrace what you want. Let the dark side within you come out. Strike him down, Kevin Steen. Now is your opportunity.
Is Steen gonna join the Hangman here?
Hey, Steve, come on, Kevin. Knock him out.
Now is the time.
Generico is at their mercy.
Steve's got that right hand cocked.
Oh, he's got a decision to make. Is he gonna do it?
Staring right into the eyes of Generico.
Is he gonna finish off El Generico here?
Do it. What are you waiting for? You don't need him, Steen.
Steen couldn't do it when he looked into the eyes of his partner El Generico. And now it's Kevin Steen fighting off all the Hangman 3 by himself here.
Well, the odds against him here as they're putting the boots to him. 3-on-1 and Hagedorn as well. 4-on-1 as Generico limp.
Well, Generico is obviously beaten down in the locker room. It's Delirious! The man who they attacked viciously in that clip that you saw in our last pay-per-view, trying to get some revenge. They stapled the mask to his face, and now Delirious coming to the aid of Kevin Steen. And now they have BJ Whitmer set to the floor.
Delirious is calling for the mic. The Hangman 3 on the floor.
Well, I have no idea what that meant. But Hangman 3, let me tell you something. There's only one person in Ring of Honor who's gonna have fun smacking around this guy. And that's me! Oh, looks like we got ourselves a 6-man tag!
Shane Hagedorn sent to the barricade by Delirious. Kevin Steen says we've got a 6-man tag as all of these men now battling at ringside.
Jericho off the top. Huge splash down across the chest of BJ Whitmer as Adam Pearce hits the steel, courtesy of Kevin Steen.
Adam Pearce, the master of manipulation and mind games, fails to get into the head of Kevin Steen here tonight.
Forearm shot from Generico on Whitmer sends him to the ropes.
Pearce's attempt at getting in his head certainly backfired right in his face. As Delirious forearming Brent Albright out on the floor, and Kevin Steen with one of his own.
Jericho on the second with Whitmer in the corner. Right hands to the top of the head of BJ Whitmer.
Just pounding away on Whitmer in the corner. What's with BJ Whitmer's hair, too? Obviously the result of Adam Pearce and his influence.
BJ Whitmer used to sport a long brown ponytail, now the short crop blonde hair.
Delirious all fired up, bent on revenge here against the Hangman 3.
The crowd trying to fire him up. Biting away at the face of BJ Whitmer.
Revenge by any means necessary as he drives the head of Whitmer into the top turnbuckle.
It was Whitmer who turned on Delirious and aligning himself with the Hangman.
It was Adam Pearce convincing BJ Whitmer to turn on Delirious and attack him with that staple gun. And Delirious comes charging in the corner, forearm shot. As Whitmer up on his shoulders. Could show a strength by Delirious as he drives him chest first down to the canvas. And a back senton across the back of Whitmer. Well, the referee has restored a little bit of order at the ringside area. We have six-man tag team action on our hands.
Chop to the chest from Delirious. Another one, boot to the midsection now. And the masked man sends Whitmer off. No reversal. Foot to the back by Pearce. But Delirious with forearm shots turned his attention away from Whitmer and paid the price. The high knee takes him down to the canvas. And Kevin Steen and El Generico can do nothing but look on from their corner as the Hangman 3 go to work on Delirious. BJ Whitmer, series of forearms in the corner.
Brian Albright just pounding away on him in the corner, and the manservant Hagedorn very pleased in the corner at ringside as they're keeping Delirious away from his partners. As Albright with Delirious plants him with the body slam. Pierce up top, big splash. 1, 2, 3. Delirious able to get the shoulder up and see it into the ring to make the save just in case.
Face first to the buckle now goes Delirious. Slap to the face by Pearce.
Complete disrespect from Pearce as he chops away at the chest of the masked man.
Hard right hand draws a warning from the official, but Pearce having none of it. Delirious sent for the ride. Pearce charges, but Delirious gets the boot up.
Big choke slam from Pearce.
You see how high he had Delirious in the air. Very powerful athlete is Adam Pearce. Elbow from BJ Whitmer down across the chest. Hooks the leg.
Delirious able to get his shoulder up, hanging in there. You know how much he wants to dish out some punishment on the Hangman 3 and earn a victory in this matchup.
Right hands from Whitmer just pounding away on Delirious.
Come on, BJ!
Relentless in the corner.
This is a punishing faction. These three athletes, they hit very, very hard.
What? You got a problem?
They just wear you down with high impact offense, pounding you away in the corner again and again and again. And now it's Brent Albright. Vertical suplex. Has Delirious held high overhead with the delayed vertical suplex. And what a show of power by Brent Albright, doing squats while having Delirious hoisted over his head.
A great display of strength as he drives him down on the mat with the suplex. That took a lot out of Delirious' cover, but still with enough to get that shoulder off the mat.
Say what you want about the tactics of the Hangman 3. They are wrestling a very smart match here, isolating Delirious from his partners, continuing to dish out the punishment with a fresh man in the ring at all times, and Kevin Steen and El Generico forced to sit and watch on the outside.
Pearce barking orders to Whitmer from the apron as he slaps Delirious across the face repeatedly, and that's just going to fire him up as Delirious pounding away on all three of his opponents, but only for a moment there, as now, again, it's Pearce and Albright now going to work on Delirious while Whitmer had the referee tied up.
The numbers game in the corner coming into play once again for the Hangman 3, much to the detriment of the team of Delirious, Steen, and Generico. Boot to the midsection by Delirious, caught Whitmer coming into the corner. Takes him off his feet with the Rana. Needs to make the tag.
Oh, that was a key offensive maneuver there for Delirious, but couldn't keep Whitmer down enough to make the tag. Goes through the legs, and there's the tag to Kevin Kevin Steen.
Hooks the right hand and fires away with knife-edge chops to the chest of Whitmer. Whitmer off the ropes. Leg lariat from Steen. The big man can move. Avoids Albright and drops him with an elbow. Catches Pierce coming in, kicking the second rope.
Steen knows how to play dirty too. Enziguri sends Pierce to the floor. And Kevin Steen looking to take a chance here. Hits the ropes. But there's Brent Albright to put a stop to it. And there's El Generico pounding away on Brent Albright. What heart from Generico.
Well, you saw the heart he exhibited back in the Ladder War. And he's doing it again here tonight. Drop toe hold. Nice teamwork from Generico and Steen.
It's a good thing they're still a unit here in Ring of Honor. Not allowing Adam Pierce to come between them. Steen diving to the floor. And he can take flight as well. The Hangman 3 down on the floor as Steen brings BJ Whitmer back inside the ring.
Generico in the corner. Winding up. He likes to utilize that huge Yakuza kick.
Comes charging right to the face of BJ Whitmer.
Whitmer looks out on his feet. Steen up to the top. Swanton connects. Only two, but able to avoid Adam Pierce, and the elbow hits his partner.
Kevin Steen rolling to the corner, makes the tag to Delirious, who fires away with forearms on Adam Pierce.
Well, you know Delirious wants his hands on Adam Pierce in the worst way.
Off the ropes he comes, clothesline. Has Pierce staggered. Another. Pierce staying on his feet, but rocked.
Pierce doesn't know where Delirious is coming from. Leaping lariat connects.
Pierce out to the floor, but Brent Albright goes to work on Delirious. Delirious, though, sends him to the floor. BJ Whitmer back to his feet. Sends Delirious through the ropes to the floor. Generico up top. BJ Whitmer ducking out of harm's way. He's got El Generico now. He's got him up, powerbomb position right into the corner.
Immediately hits the ropes. Huge boot right to the face of El Generico. Super kick from Steen right on the button.
Drives both knees right into the chest. Pierce back inside the ring, ducks the attempt from Steen, and hits a big spine buster. Pounding away on Steen, but there's Delirious. He's biting the ear of Adam Pierce. And comes charging with the panic attack, running into the side of the head and biting the ear in the corner. Delirious. He's losing his mind. Bent on revenge.
Half Nelson suplex from Albright.
That puts them all down. Delirious might have taken a chunk out of Adam Pierce's ear.
Here are your winners, the Hangman 3.
Oh, his ear's bleeding. But the Hangman 3 get the victory with the half Nelson suplex of Brent Albright.
Well, let's go to Nigel McGuinness in the locker room.
Man, pretty crappy locker room. Age-old lockers, light that barely works. But you know what, that's okay. Because for some of us, it's not about being a TV star, it's not about making $1 million. It's about having a love for professional wrestling. It's about doing something that you dreamt of doing ever since you were a kid, and that's what it's all about here, you know? And by doing that, by sitting in a lot of these locker rooms, and believe me, I've sat in a lot of these locker rooms, I've paid my dues to get here today. And by doing that, you get opportunities like I've got tonight to wrestle for that world title with Morishima. And you know Morishima, it's funny, I'm kind of known as this tough soccer hooligan from England, you know, I headbutt people, I make them bleed, I lariat them, I knock them out. But the truth of the matter is, I'm still that 15-year-old kid that sat in Wembley Stadium, dreamt of being a professional wrestler. I'm still that kid that first came to America and Came to Cincinnati, Ohio, and took my bumps and paid my dues. But while you remember that, I'm also, like I said before, the guy that headbutts you and makes you bleed. The guy that lariats you and knocks you out. And that's all I need to get that world title tonight. Because believe you me, that belt means something in this business. When you are the ROH World Champion, that means you're the best in the world. And for me, that also means that a 15-year-old kid who once sat in Wembley Stadium and dreamed of being a pro wrestler, his dream came true.
It's now time for a grudge match that has been months in the making as former tag team championship partners collide. Roderick Strong and Austin Aries first formed a tag team back in 2004 as part of the legendary Generation Next faction, along with Alex Shelley and Jack Evans. In 2006, they held the ROH World Tag Team titles for a record 9 months. They made the belts into world titles by defending them in the Dragon Gate promotion in Japan, as well as on ROH events in the United Kingdom. You could easily call them the Tag Team of the Year back in 2006, but Roderick Strong always felt that he played second fiddle to Aries, and he shocked the world when he turned on Aries earlier this year to start the No Remorse Corps. Who was the better half of the former tag team champions?
Roderick Strong waiting patiently in the ring as the music of his former partner begins to play, and one of the most revered athletes in Ring of Honor history is about to come to the ring, Dave. He's a former world champion, a former tag team champion, and Austin Aries is now out for revenge on his former partner and friend, Roderick Strong. When they were a tag team, Aries and Strong defeated every single duo that was in their path, from the Briscoes to AJ Styles and Matt Sydal, and now we are finally gonna find out just who the better half of this team was. You know, this one's about pride, Dave. It's about proving which guy is the better athlete.
Aries known for the 450 splash, the Brainbuster. Roderick Strong known for the Gibson driver, also known as the Tiger driver, as well his modified Boston Crab, the Stronghold, and his vast array of backbreakers, as well as his brutal chops.
Austin Aries looking as focused as I have ever seen him in the ring. He wants this one so bad he can taste it.
And Roderick Strong looks just as determined. Lenny Leonard, who do you think's going to pull out the win in this one? Is it going to be Aries or Roderick Strong?
Oh, nothing like putting me on the spot here on pay-per-view, asking me who I think's going to win a matchup between two athletes like this. But, you know, Austin Aries comes into this matchup with something to prove. He's looking for revenge on Roderick Strong. He wants to prove he was the better member of the team. And, you know, it's tough, though, to pick against a Roderick Strong who has such momentum. The No Remorse Corps is really on a roll. So, Dave, I'm going to cop out. I can't pick a winner. It's pick 'em. What do you like?
I have to agree with you. It's a toss-up between these two men. The crowd definitely behind Austin Aries in this one. Not big fans of Roderick.
Yeah, they like to get under his skin by chanting his name.
Collar and elbow tie up against the ropes. Into the corner they go, jockeying for position. Who's going to gain the advantage here in the opening moment of the match? Roderick Strong ducking through the ropes to force a break.
As in Austin Aries had that left hand cocked, but Roderick Strong getting out of harm's way.
These two know each other very, very well. They were such a great tag team force And in order to be a good tag team, you need to know just what your partner can do at all moments during the course of a match. And that is why they are going to know each other so very well as opponents in this one.
Aries unable to gain the advantage with the front face lock. Strong quickly slips to the outside, trying to buy himself a little bit of time. And, you know, it's that kind of knowledge of your opponent that makes it so difficult, like I said earlier, to pick a winner in a matchup like this. Near the midsection by Strong, grabs the side headlock. Aries backs him towards the ropes and sends him off. Shoulder tackle, Strong with momentum. Oh, just spits on Aries.
This match is about pride and just proving who the better man is. Japanese arm drag from Austin Aries. And again, controlling the arm of Roderick Strong and smacking him upside the head.
Yeah, just paintbrushing Strong in the back of the head. Aggressively wrenches down on the arm of Roderick Strong. Both men back to their feet.
Both of these wrestlers can strike very hard, and we see one of those brutal chops of Roderick Strong, perhaps the hardest chopper in professional wrestling today.
He certainly does hit extremely hard. Then paintbrushing Austin Aries, little tit for tat. Side headlock by Aries, once again gaining control. Strong sends him off the ropes. This time it's Aries with the momentum, taking Strong down, and a chop to the chest by Aries. Right back to his feet, left hands to the top of the head. Side headlock takeover by Aries.
Brings him down to the canvas, keeping the arm trapped between the legs while holding on to the side headlock. Strong making sure to keep his shoulders up off the canvas as Austin Aries cranks away on the head.
Both these athletes undefeated here on Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Austin Aries is 1-0. He defeated Davey Richards, a stablemate of Roderick Strong. And Roderick Strong is 2-0, defeated Delirious back in Respect Is Earned. And Eric Stevens, stablemate of Austin Aries in the Resilience, back at Man Up.
And additionally, Roderick Strong was able to pick up the victory in six-man tag team action back at Driven.
No, sir!
So the question is, which of these men is going to fall first in singles competition here on ROH pay-per-view?
Well, you can certainly make a case for whoever comes out on top of this matchup would rightly have a claim on maybe being the #1 contender to the ROH World title.
We will see the title decided later on this evening as Morishima puts the belt on the line against Nigel McGuinness, as Roderick Strong trying to prevent Aries from escaping the head scissors.
And Aries instead just slapping him right across the face. Left hands again to the top of the head by Aries, backs Roderick into the corner.
Aries was strong, but reversal of the Irish whip. Knee right to the midsection of Austin Aries by Roderick. Still feeling the effects of that slap right to the ear.
Aries gasping for air as he's picked back to his feet and chopped back down to the canvas. Trademark strikes from Roderick Strong. Handful of hair, picks Aries back to his feet. Throws a warning from Todd Sinclair. Aries sent for the ride. Went for the drop kick. Aries held on to the ropes and avoided him, and connected with a drop kick of his own, sending Strong out to the timekeeper's table and now down to the floor.
Aries out to the apron, and off the apron he comes, pounding away on the back of Roderick Strong and following up with the back rake, just digging the fingernails into the flesh of Roderick Strong.
This one's certainly personal, and Austin Aries pulling out all the stops out on the floor here. One more time across the back of Roderick Strong.
Strong feeling the pain out on the floor. Overhand chop from Aries.
Roderick trying to get away from Aries and buy some time, but he's pitched back under the bottom rope into the ring. Aries back up on the apron.
Puts himself in with the senton. Off the ropes he comes and drives down with the elbow. Hits the leg, but Roderick kicks out.
Great impact on the midsection of Strong, driving all the breath out of the chest. Another elbow to the back of the head by Aries, maintaining the advantage. And again to the back of the head. Drags Strong into the corner, kicking away hard at the chest. Foot across the throat, draws a warning once again from the official. Austin Aries is going to pick Roderick Strong back up. Drives the headbutt to the forehead of Strong. The reversal by Strong. Aries to the corner, up and over, but lands on the shoulder of Roderick Strong, who drops down to the knees. And just that quickly, the tide of the match has turned in the favor of Roderick Strong. Cover.
Jarring the midsection of Austin Aries with that gut buster over the shoulder. Now, this grudge match isn't about spilling blood. It's about gaining the victory. It's a backbreaker from Roderick Strong. It's about gaining bragging rights, proving you were the better half of the tag team. One of the very best tag teams in ROH history.
It's a very personal issue between two guys who were extremely close in the wrestling business. Traveled together, wrestled together, and Roderick Strong put a very violent end to that friendship and that business relationship. And certainly, both of these guys with something to prove to their former partner here tonight.
Roderick Strong looking to wear out the back of Austin Aries here with the camel clutch. Sitting down across the back of Aries while pulling up on the chin. Referee checking to see if Aries needs to give it up, but he's digging down for some energy, trying to free himself from this position.
He's able to get his arms off of the knees of Strong and work his way back to his feet. Drives the elbows to the midsection, frees himself from the hold, hits the ropes, but runs right into the drop kick of Roderick Strong.
He couldn't avoid the drop kick this time, couldn't put on the brakes, and now it's Aries face first down on the mat. He looks to be out of it. Roderick pulling him away from the ring ropes now before going for the cover.
Very smart on the part of Strong, trying to get him away from the ropes, forced Aries to kick out, but Aries still a little bit left in the tank and able to get the shoulders up.
Trying to kick away at the midsection of Roderick Strong before he can do any more damage. Trying to pull himself up in the corner, but Roderick's got his feet.
Right down across the knee. The backbreaker for Roderick Strong, very effective.
More devastation to that body part. But Aries gets his shoulder up. Strong going for the cover once again, forcing Aries to exert that energy to kick out.
Yeah, may not have enough to put Aries away here, but every time Austin Aries is forced to dig down and exert that energy to get Roderick Strong off of his body to avoid the pin attempt, it's going to wear Austin Aries down a little bit more, and Roderick looking to do some more wearing down. The reverse bear hug. Trying to drive the oxygen out of the chest of Austin Aries.
Trying to take all of his energy away from him, but Aries digging down.
Great determination on the faces of both of these athletes. Strong as he applies the hold, and Aries as he attempts to free himself. Another elbow to the side of the head from Austin Aries connects, but Strong refusing to let go.
More elbows from Austin Aries, trying to free himself from the grip of Roderick Strong. He does.
Roderick a little bit wobbly after those elbows connecting to the ear.
They exchange strikes here. Forearm shot from Roderick Strong. Aries dishes it right back out.
Now, this is what we talk about when we talk about pride. Both of these guys showing the pride, refusing to back down, refusing to give an inch as they just slug it out in the center, and a knee to the midsection from Strong stops Austin Aries in his tracks.
He's got Aries in the corner. Setting in the buckle, but he comes out and connects with the clothesline, taking Roderick off his feet for a moment. He's back up, but gets set right back down with another. Make it 3.
And Roderick just going on instinct here as he keeps getting bounced up and down, courtesy of clotheslines from Austin Aries. And now it's Aries in the corner, firing down on Roderick.
Getting a burst of adrenaline as he fires away with punches in the corner. But Roderick dumps Aries all the way over the ropes and to the floor.
Took out our cameraman in the process. You see Aries face first down on the floor.
More importantly, he took out Aries. He's trying to pull himself up on the ringside floor. Took one hell of a spill as Roderick Strong now looking to follow up. This crowd getting behind Aries.
Head over heels into the barricade goes Austin Aries as he crashes back first into the steel. And Roderick begins to assert himself here on the outside, continuing to try and wear down the back of Austin Aries.
Aries on his back, out on the floor, a world of pain. Trying to somehow find the energy to get back up and continue to fight here. Roderick Strong, the leader of the No Remorse Corps, consisting of himself, Rocky Romero, and Davey Richards, while Austin Aries leading the resilience of Eric Stevens and Matt Cross.
Handful of hair from Strong as he drags Austin Aries over. The exposed floor, those mats are folded up. Looking for the Gibson driver here out on the floor. Backdrop by Aries.
Oh, Aries saved himself right there.
Unfortunately for Strong, though, those mats were folded up on top of each other. He was able to cushion most of that fall, but a left hand from Aries sends him staggering around the ringside area.
Pounding away on Roderick Strong as he tries to get out of the path of Austin Aries. Knee to the midsection once again from Strong. Has his eyes on that barricade. Reversal of the whip. Back first into the barricade goes Strong. Running drop kick from Aries.
It's a move Aries will usually utilize in the corner of the ring. This time it was the barricade on the outside instead. Once again, his eyes firmly set on Roderick Strong as he drives him again into the steel.
These fans behind Austin Aries. Referee Todd Sinclair asking Aries to bring the action back inside the ring. And that's what he's going to do. That's where he can win this matchup. Aries up on the apron. Brings himself back in with a twisting body press across the midsection. But only two.
Did not hook the leg right there. Strong able to get out. Cabrera, but Strong gets the knees into the chest.
Roderick Strong with Aries up on the shoulders, but he frees himself from that position. O'Connor roll. He's got him down. Only two. What a kick!
But only able to get two.
You see how well these men know each other, countering every attempt from their opponent.
A matchup like this may just come down to which athlete makes the first mistake at the wrong time.
Aries was going for the brainbuster right there. Roderick escaped as he continues to go to work on Aries. Another backbreaker. Half Nelson backbreaker.
But slow to cover here. Worn down himself. And only gets two.
He's taken a lot out of the back of Austin Aries during the course of this matchup. And Roderick Strong back to his feet as Aries down face first on the canvas.
It'd just be a matter of a Gibson driver or the stronghold to put away Austin Aries, who looks almost limp in the hands of Roderick Strong here. But a second win perhaps as he fires elbows again to the side of the head. Looking for the brainbuster. Strong lands on his feet. Half Nelson backbreaker connects.
Going for the Gibson driver. Countered into a Rana.
Strong on his feet out of the corner, but runs into an elbow.
Austin Aries kicking away the midsection of Strong. Elevates him, shin breaker into the suplex. Trademark combination from Austin Aries. This back and forth intense wrestling is what ROH is all about.
Both men struggling to get to their feet. Aries up first, charges, went for that drop kick in the corner, and Strong able to avoid him.
He saw it coming. He knows Austin Aries so very well and was able to avoid the maneuver as he places Aries up top. Roderick Strong now.
What does he have in mind here?
Dropping the back of Austin Aries across the turnbuckle.
And Aries hit the apron on his way down to the floor. Nothing but the exposed steel and wood on the outside of the ring.
Well, that took a whole lot out of Austin Aries. Roderick out to the floor to pull him up and bring him back inside.
He may have him here.
This could be it. Rolls him over and goes for the cover. Aries gets his shoulder up.
So close, but Aries just in the nick of time gets the shoulder up, and maybe a little bit of frustration now on the face of Roderick Strong as he goes out to the floor.
Now, what's he doing? He's looking underneath the ring. The No Remorse Corps is all about doing damage to their opponent.
Aries struggling to try and even get to his feet. A glassy-eyed look on his face as the crowd again chants his name, trying to will him back up to his feet. As Strong sets that table now between the barricade and the ringside apron area.
The table gonna come into play in this matchup. What does Roderick Strong have in mind for Aries?
He's got him up on his shoulders. He's gonna throw him over the top to the table. No!
Aries frees himself, sends Roderick into the ropes, and clotheslines him over the top to the floor.
Tope!
Aries with a burst of energy. He knew that Roderick Strong was going to try to send him crashing through that table and saved himself. Austin Aries on top now. He's got Roderick in the corner and drives the elbow to the side of the head repeatedly. Looking to wear Roderick Strong out. Repeated elbow.
Oh, what impact on those elbows. Strong can do nothing but try to cover his head to protect himself. Aries in the far corner, able to connect with a drop kick.
Going for the brainbuster. Nails it. Cover.
Not quite. This time it's Strong, able to get the shoulder up at 2.
Dropping Roderick Strong right on his head. But Strong still with enough left in him to kick out and continue. Aries getting him in position for the 450 splash. He pins everybody with it. It's the maneuver that earned him the ROH World title. Aries to the top, but Roderick back to his feet and takes away the balance of Aries on the ropes.
Smart wrestling on the part of Roderick Strong. He's able to anticipate the move of Austin Aries before he was able to execute it. Both men now jockeying for position here.
Strong going for a superplex, it looks like, but headbutts from Austin Aries. Trying to take away the equilibrium of Strong, and he does. Sends him crashing down, up to the top, 450.
Nails it!
Can't believe it. Roderick Strong kicked out.
Oh, give Strong all the credit in the world. Somehow able to reach down and get the shoulder up before that third count.
What's going through the mind of Austin Aries right now?
He's asking himself, what do I have to do to beat this guy? And he sees that table still in position on the outside.
Well, Roderick Strong set that table up, and he could wind up being the one that goes crashing through it.
Strong's just dead weight now in the hands of Austin Aries. Todd Sinclair asking him if he wants to continue.
Small package! No! Backslide! 1, 2! Only 2! Avoids the kick to the head. Going for the stronghold, rolls him up! No!
Again, only 2! Roaring elbow connects! Huge kick from Strong!
Pulls him back up on the shoulders with Austin Aries. Gutbuster.
Gibson driver! Nails it! No!
How did Austin Aries kick out? Almost the very same look of bewilderment on the face of Roderick Strong that we saw on the face of Aries after Roderick kicked out of the 450. Now it's Aries absorbing the Gibson driver, yet still able to kick out.
That's exactly what shows you how important this matchup is to both of these guys, how much it means to come out on top in this victory. And now Strong on the outside looking to put a Gibson driver through the table.
Austin Aries, kick to the head.
Roderick went limp after that kick. He's got him hooked.
A brain buster through the table to the floor.
Let's take another look at it.
Wow.
Strong went right through the table in the back of his head, crashing on the floor.
Oh, he's got to get him back inside the ring and go for the victory. Trying to pull him up off the floor and bring him back inside. Austin Aries climbing the turnbuckles in the corner. Roderick Strong on his back. Aries to the top. Going for the 450.
The knees right down across the chest.
Oh, that was all knees. He gets him.
Here is your winner, Austin Aries.
Austin Aries pulls out all the stops and gains the win. He can now claim to be the #1 contender to the world title. Let's go to Dayton and see if Strong's No Remorse Corps partners fare any better as they challenge the Briscoes.
Fans, we are now coming to you from Dayton, Ohio, and you are about to witness why top athletes from all over the wrestling world make their way to Ring of Honor to try and win the ROH World Tag Team titles.
And the challengers, Rocky Romero and Davey Richards, representing the No Remorse Corps, making their way to the ring. You know, in other places in professional wrestling, tag team titles are thought of as a secondary championship. But here in ROH, the emphasis is on tag team wrestling to see just who is the very best. And here comes the standard of tag team wrestling, the Briscoe Brothers.
Introducing next, from Sandy Fork, Delaware, at a combined weight of 421 pounds, they are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Jay and Mark, the Briscoes.
Fans, we're bringing you this match tonight from Dayton, Ohio, because ROH officials have decided after the incident back at Man Up in Chicago that the Age of the Fall and the Briscoes are not to be in the same building together at the same time. So we're bringing you this matchup between the Briscoes and the No Remorse Corps for the World Tag Team titles.
Just too much tension between those two groups, the Age of the Fall and the Briscoes. But tonight, it's the No Remorse Corps that get the opportunity to earn the ROH World Tag Team Championship. You'll recall they won the Best of 3 series back at Man Up, in addition to winning that 6-man tag team matchup at Driven. And as a result, the No Remorse Corps have selected Davey Richards and Rocky Romero to go after the belts.
And Davey Richards motioning he was just that close to knocking the head of Mark Briscoe right off his shoulders.
Faction warfare running wild here in Ring of Honor, and the No Remorse Corps is certainly a group to keep your eye on, but it's going to be a very tough task to take the championship belts off the waists of the Briscoes, surviving that ladder war back at Man Up against El Generico and Kevin Steen. It's going to take a very, very tough team to take those belts away from the Briscoes.
You talk about the ladder war back at Man Up, a match that was so violent, so dangerous. That match has now been banned and will never again be seen here in Ring of Honor.
Just the brutality of a matchup like the ladder war and the physical toll that it takes on the men involved. It's just, you can't expect anyone to compete in a match like that ever again. They put their well-being on the line, but the Briscoes survived that war and survived still with the World Tag Team titles.
Mark Briscoe rolling Richards onto his shoulders, trying to get out of that attempt at the cross arm breaker, able to get a near fall and a 2 count, as Mark Briscoe once again trying to turn his way out of the hold, does so, has the legs trapped of Davey Richards, and now grabs control of the arms as well.
Trying to keep Richards grounded here, expression of pain on the face of Richards as Mark Briscoe pulls back on the arms. Looking to take away the energy of Davey Richards into a cover right there, but only for a 2 count.
Richards quickly getting the shoulder off the canvas and a nice reversal there into the front face lock by Richards. Both men back to their feet. Richards really cranking down as Mark Briscoe struggling to find his way out. Tried to go for the legs. That attempt blocked and a nice fireman's carry takeover into a side headlock once again by Davey Richards.
Great show of support from the fans here in the Midwest, here in Dayton, Ohio here tonight. A very important city in Ring of Honor's history. Of course, every stop that we make on the ROH schedule, be it Boston, Philadelphia, Edison, New Jersey, Chicago, Detroit, right here in Dayton. Everywhere we go, every event is important. And tonight, we can see a title change here with the ROH World Tag Team belts.
Another tag right there. Looks like Rocky Romero is going to enter for the No Remorse Corps, and Jay Briscoe enters as well. Rocky Romero, an athlete, uses a great deal of kicks in his repertoire, and Jay Briscoe just hits extremely hard and takes lots of chances. Side headlock by Romero. Backs him to the ropes. Drops down Romero up and over through the legs of Jay Briscoe, right back to his feet. Tilt-a-whirl lands on his feet, went for one of those kicks, blocked, and a back heel kick connects.
You see some of the cockiness of Rocky Romero right there. But the head scissors from Jay Briscoe takes him off his feet. Exchange, kicks from Romero and forearms from Jay Briscoe. Both of these men can strike very hard.
Jay coming out on the better end of that exchange, backs Romero into the corner. Repeated shoulder blocks to the midsection. Makes the tag to Brother Mark.
Briscoes are 3-0 in ROH pay-per-view action. Looking to make it 4 here tonight.
Once again, repeatedly driving the shoulder to the midsection.
Whoa, what a shot! That just floored Rocky Romero.
Crashes down to the canvas, quick cover, hooks the leg, but only gets 2.
We see for some frequent tags from the World Tag Team Champions here. Always keeping a fresh man in that ring. As the elbow takes Romero off his feet once again.
Double team maneuvers, a trademark of the reign of the Briscoes as World Tag Team Champions. And they utilize it very effectively right there. Knife edge chop to the chest by Jay. Forearm shot connects as well. Romero staggers out of the corner and Jay sends him off the ropes. Drop kick right on the button.
A great height on that dropkick. The Briscoes, known for their double team strategy, always trying to come up with something new in tag team action. Driving down with the knee is Mark Briscoe.
Right across the jaw of Rocky Romero. Slow to go for the cover. Hooks the leg very deeply, but again, Romero able to kick out. And Rocky Romero needs to figure out a way to make the tag, and he is able to back Mark Briscoe into the corner and tags in Davey Richards. Headbutt to the top of the head of Mark Briscoe.
Now just driving his shoulder into the midsection of Mark Briscoe repeatedly. Referee looking for a clean break. Davey pulls him out of the corner and sends him into the ropes and takes him down with the clothesline.
Very hard impact with the clothesline. The back of his head bounces off the canvas, but again, only able to get 2. Firing away at the midsection as Richards grabs the front face lock, gets backed into the corner. And another tag by the Briscoes.
Briscoes are known for that springboard doomsday device, which has put away many teams here in ROH tag team action. They've also utilized the Spike J Driller, the Butterfly Pile Driver.
Oh, they have a variety of double team finishers that can come from pretty much anywhere, so you know the No Remorse Corps has to be aware at all times of the double team, and there you see a textbook example of Jay and Mark Briscoe utilizing teamwork like no one else in the wrestling business today. Romero elevated, lands on the apron, head first to the buckle. Jay looking to send him to the other corner, but instead Romero leaps off the apron right on top of Mark Briscoe out on the floor.
He used that momentum against Mark Briscoe and just flew off the apron, sending Mark down to the floor.
This is the type of athleticism and action that the ROH Tag Team Division and faction warfare are built on.
The crowd loves the Briscoes here in Dayton. They got to bring the action back inside the ring to retain those belts. This is what you see here in Ring of Honor on any given night, no matter what city we are in. Davey Richards rolled back inside the ring, and Jay Briscoe follows.
Richards trying to make his way to the corner for a tag, but Romero not there yet. Still feeling the effects on the outside as Richards back to his feet. Right into the hands of Jay Briscoe, who elevates him, but a knee strike to the top of the head, and then drives Jay's shoulder down to the canvas.
Richards pulling him back up and taking the action to the floor. And that just lures Mark Briscoe into the ring, tying up the official, while Rocky Romero out on the floor, doing damage, ramming him shoulder first into the steel ring post. And grabbing that arm once again, looking to do more damage.
Oh, great strategy on the part of the No Remorse Corps. Davey Richards likes to utilize the Kimura arm submission to win many of his matches, and we've also seen the Diablo armbar and the cross arm breaker from Rocky Romero finish many people off. So smart strategy going to work on the shoulder of Jay Briscoe.
Just as much as Davey Richards and Rocky Romero have some lethal kicks in their arsenal, they're also great submission wrestlers, utilizing those maneuvers you just talked about. As once again, Mark Briscoe sent off the apron into the floor, while the No Remorse Corps doing damage on the other side of the ring on Jay.
Continuing to focus on the left shoulder of Jay Briscoe, wrenching it around the top rope, and then a knee right on the jaw from Romero. A dazed look on the face of Jay Briscoe right there.
Brought down to the canvas, looking to do more damage to that arm. Hard kick right to the back of Jay Briscoe.
Yeah, that one more towards the shoulder blade. More damage done to the left arm of Jay Briscoe, and a thumb to the eye stops him right in his tracks. Snapmare off his feet one more time, and another kick right to the shoulder.
Picking a body part and sticking to it. Smart wrestling from the challengers.
Just pinpoint accuracy with those kicks from Romero. And now Richards back in, continuing to work the left arm. Back heel trip sends Jay Briscoe down to a knee. Knife edge chops to the chest, steps over and through. Another kick to the chest, steps over and rolls through.
And staying right on that arm. Submission predicament right here for Jay Briscoe. Referee asking if he's had enough. And Mark Briscoe into the ring to save his partner.
Another boot to the head from Richards as referee Todd Sinclair sends Mark Briscoe out to the ring apron and only able to get a 2 count as a result. Jay Briscoe back to his feet, firing away, but caught with a chin breaker. Forearms off the ropes now. One more time, Richards looking to shoot him off, but face first to the buckle instead. Irish whip to the buckle. Richards charges, but Jay Briscoe gets the boot up. Charges one more time, and driven face first to the second turnbuckle.
Well, this is giving Jay Briscoe an opportunity to try to get to his corner and tag in his brother, and he does. Mark Briscoe, the legal man. Karate thrusts from Mark Briscoe. In comes Rocky Romero, blocks the kick.
But not that time. Connects with the midsection. Tried to springboard off, but ran right into the hands of Mark Briscoe, who nails him with the exploder.
Rocky Romero known for that springboard DDT, but countered right there and planted. Now Davey Richards, reversal of the Irish whip. Richards right into the kick on the apron from Jay Briscoe. And now both of the Briscoes inside the ring.
Will avoid the elbow and the clothesline, but not the boot to the midsection.
Some great teamwork here from the best tag team in the world, showing why they proudly wear those championship belts.
Romero on the outside as the Briscoes turn their attention back to Davey Richards, but grabbed from the outside was Mark Briscoe by Romero, and they do battle out on the floor.
Meanwhile, inside the ring, Jay Briscoe with Davey Richards. Into the buckle he goes, charges right into the boot though. In comes Romero. Knee strike, and driven right into Davey Richards in the corner and set out to the floor is Jay Briscoe. But there's Mark with the springboard ace crusher drop kick combination.
Right into a cover, hooks the leg.
Only 2. Looking to follow up on Davey Richards as he places him up top. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. As Mark now with Richards. Jay Briscoe trying to get back to his feet on the floor. Looking for a suplex off the ropes, but Davey fights his way out of that position. Headbutt.
Briscoe goes crashing down, but a super kick catches Richards as he comes off the ropes. Right into the boot of Mark Briscoe. Springboards to the outside. The knees right into the midsection as he attempted the corkscrew press and a tag to Rocky Romero.
And Romero sending Jay Briscoe off the apron before Mark can get to his corner and make the tag. Combination of open hand strikes from Romero.
Hangs onto the ropes and drives the elbow to the jaw of Romero as he charged. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Great show of strength there by Romero. Running knee right on the jaw. Cover! But Jay able to make the save.
Right there to break up the pin attempt, and Davey Richards now sends Jay out to the floor once again. And now the challengers, very dangerous combination of the No Remorse Core. They could win the ROH World Tag Team titles at any moment here. Double team gourd buster, down to the canvas, face and chest first.
And off the ropes, went for those stereo kicks, but unable to connect as Jay Briscoe broke it up. Super kick from Mark.
It's got Rocky Romero up. Neck breaker.
Cover! Couldn't keep him down for the 3 count.
Good call by Todd Sinclair as now Jay Briscoe out to the apron, extends the hand, there's the tag, and Jay is the legal man.
He's calling for the Jay Driller. Romero weakened.
That butterfly pile driver I talked about earlier. Romero feels it coming and blocks the attempt.
To the midsection, but elevated on the shoulders. Death Valley driver right on the back of his neck.
But Romero able to kick out.
I'll give Romero credit. He knows how important this match is, how badly they want to be the World Tag Team Champs. Looking for the Springboard Doomsday device.
This could be it. Romero ducked the attempt and firing away on Jay Briscoe now. Romero hits the ropes. Military press. But there's the missile drop kick from Davey Richards to save his partner. Springboard kick from Mark Briscoe.
All 4 men in the ring. Tiger suplex.
Jay Briscoe with a big boot takes down Romero.
Charges Richards. Catches him.
Leg cradle suplex into the corner. All 4 of these men putting it all on the line to be the ROH World Tag Team Champions.
What an exchange right there. Handspring kick right on the button, but a clothesline off the ropes.
And all 4 men are down.
What an atmosphere here in Dayton.
Referee Todd Sinclair administering the count. Which team will pull out the victory here tonight? An exchange of strikes between Romero and Mark Briscoe, as well as Jay and Davey Richards.
This is all for the ROH World Tag Team titles.
And both of the challengers just get tackled down to the canvas.
And Romero rolls out to the floor, leaving Davey Richards alone with the Briscoes.
Looking for another double team maneuver here. Richards into the ropes.
Able to land on his feet. Tombstone pile driver. Romero up to the top. Diablo armbar.
And pulls him away from the ropes into the middle of the ring. We can see a submission right here.
All the damage done to that shoulder earlier in the match. We might have new World Tag Team Champs right here.
He's trying to inch to the ropes. He's got the bottom rope, and Romero releases the hold.
Oh, but how much more damage done to that shoulder. Might be time for the Kimura now from Richards, and that may finish him off, but instead, has him up on the shoulders.
Double team work from the No Remorse core. Rocky Romero off the top, knee strike into a sit-out powerbomb.
Broken up by Mark, only 2. Going for high-impact maneuvers after the submission attempt, trying to finish off Jay Briscoe, but once again only able to get 2.
The NRC trying to do whatever they can to earn the World Tag Team titles as Richards has Jay Briscoe seated on the top rope.
Romero and Mark Briscoe battling out on the floor.
Jay trying to fight his way out of this position, but Richards...
Superplex attempt blocked. Face first to the canvas. Cover! No!
So close, but only 2. Either team could be just one big move away from ending this matchup. Battling on the apron and inside the ring.
Kicks from Romero to the chest of Mark Briscoe. Drop down to a knee.
Suplex to the floor.
Richards up on the shoulders of Jay, trying to fight his way out. Mark back on the apron. Nails it.
The Briscoes go 4-0 on pay-per-view.
Here are your winners and still Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes.
This is the kind of action you can expect to see on every stop of the ROH Live Event Tour.
Fans, you can check out ROHWrestling.com for information on all ROH's upcoming events.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, ROH is coming to Dayton, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, Long Island, New York, Manhattan. Well, the age of the fall.
They say they've got people everywhere.
Philadelphia, Orlando, Florida, Boston, Edison, New Jersey, and Detroit. ROHWrestling.com.
And this is just the beginning.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
It is main event time here in Edison, New Jersey, and the Ring of Honor World title is set to be defended in a 60-minute time limit. The challenger, Nigel McGuinness, is on his way to the ring.
Introducing first, the challenger from London, England, weighing 240 pounds, Nigel McGuinness.
It has been a long, hard road for the challenger, Nigel McGuinness. He's taken the champ, Takeshi Morishima, to the limit on 2 occasions for the ROH World title at Fighting Spirit right here in Edison, New Jersey, and at Live in Tokyo from Japan. Even though he fell just short, Dave, he is still the only man to pin Takeshi Morishima in a Ring of Honor ring, as Nigel gained the fall after the Jawbreaker Lariat in a tag team match at United We Stand. You might remember ROH's first pay-per-view, Respect Is Earned, where Nigel knocked Morishima out following the Jawbreaker Lariat, but was unable to go for a pin due to an injury to his arm. He sacrificed throughout his entire career for this opportunity, and now he could be just one Jawbreaker Lariat away from realizing his dream and becoming the world champ.
And Lenny Leonard, here comes the dominant ROH World Champion, Takeshi Morishima. He's held the belt for most of 2007 and has been unstoppable in putting down challenger after challenger.
Introducing next, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 149 kilos, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Morishima Takeshi.
Morishima has endured a frantic travel schedule and defended the belt from Manhattan to Tokyo against all the top challengers. He even won his first 2 matches here on ROH pay-per-view in under 4 minutes. Is the world champion wearing down? He will be faced with a very determined Nigel McGuinness here tonight.
Of course, when Morishima enters the ring, you always have to be on the lookout for the backdrop driver.
The ROH World title has a rich history behind it, including Samoa Joe's famous 21-month title reign, Austin Aries' grueling title run, CM Punk's controversial reign, and Homicide's emotional win. This belt isn't important in just ROH, but it brings respect throughout the entire wrestling industry, from locker room to locker room. In the biggest companies down to the smallest independents, everyone knows that the ROH World title represents the best in the world, and tonight is Nigel McGuinness's opportunity to become world champion.
Referee Paul Turner calls for the opening bell as the champion Takeshi Morishima circles Nigel McGuinness in the center of the ring. These two great athletes hook it up for the world title. Side headlock by McGuinness. Morishima backs the challenger to the ropes and sends him off. McGuinness with a shoulder tackle. The champ doesn't budge. Morishima with a head of steam. Big boot. Nigel into the ropes. Jawbreaker lariat blocked. Backdrop driver attempt by the champ, but McGuinness able to counter, and it's a stalemate.
Both men going for their trademark finishing maneuvers here in the opening minute of the match, trying to end it very quickly.
Very confident look on the face of Nigel McGuinness. You know he has to be thinking he's just one jawbreaker lariat away from becoming the world champ.
Face to face he comes with Takeshi Morishima. Forearm shot for Morishima. Nigel dishes it right back out. An exchange of forearms, neither man going down.
Well, champion coming out on the better end of things momentarily there as he staggered McGuinness. Big boot again, Nigel to the ropes. Jawbreaker lariat attempt again, reverse into a side slam.
This drove McGuinness down in the center of the ring. Again, going for that jawbreaker lariat as Morishima hurls all of his body weight right at Nigel McGuinness, who absorbs the blow, and out to the apron he goes, out to the floor, trying to get some space between himself and the world champion, but he's not going to wait for Nigel.
Nigel trying to buy some time, making his way to the opposite side of the ring of Morishima, trying to shake the cobwebs there.
Morishima has proven he can beat people quickly. He's going to try to do that here against McGuinness. Morishima looking to bring the action back inside the ring, but rebound by Nigel, going for the lariat, but ducked by Morishima.
That's the third attempt now by McGuinness at the jawbreaker lariat. Not going for anything fancy, just wants to hit that lariat and put the big man down for the 1-2-3.
Nigel McGuinness has pinned Takeshi Morishima with the jawbreaker lariat in the past, as we mentioned, as the arm and the shoulder of McGuinness trying to be neutralized by Morishima, utilizing the ring post and now stepping on that arm. He's trying to take the lariat out of McGuinness's arsenal.
Well, very smart on the part of the champion. He knows that is a huge part of the offense of Nigel McGuinness. He knows he's been beaten by McGuinness with that very maneuver, so if he can take that arm away, eliminate it from the offense of McGuinness, he's taking a huge weapon out of the arsenal of the challenger.
Morishima, we've seen him play dirty in the past with Bryan Danielson going after the eye when he said that he wasn't going to do that. And now he's using the ring post against McGuinness, whatever it takes to hold on to the ROH World title. Morishima's going to do it.
Using the ropes for leverage as he again goes to work on the arm of Nigel McGuinness. Draws a warning from Paul Turner.
Morishima looks very concerned about that lariat, focusing on the arm of McGinnis to ensure that Nigel can't hit that maneuver on him and earn the world title.
That's something we've yet to see from Morishima in his time here in Ring of Honor. He's not a guy who usually works a body part. He's a high-impact offensive wrestler. He hits you with big maneuvers. He's looking for the backdrop driver. He's trying to throw his body weight into you on the floor against the barricades. He's not a guy you see work many holds, but he's doing a very effective job of it here in the early going, working over the arm of McGinnis.
In his previous experience in matches against Nigel McGinnis, he knows how much damage the lariat of McGinnis can do. And he's targeting the arm. Referee checking on the condition of McGinnis as wrenching up on the Fujiwara armbar here is Morishima as Nigel trying to get to the ropes, and he does. Gets that boot across the bottom rope to force a break.
And Morishima's really wrenching back on the shoulder of McGinnis. Unfortunately for Nigel, he was close enough to crawl to the ropes and force the break. Morishima looking to go right after the arm again. McGinnis quickly pulls it away from Morishima, who was looking at Paul Turner to see if maybe he would be interested in stopping the match, but McGinnis would have none of it. Full arm dragon twist by the champ, wrenching down again on the wrist of Nigel. Clubbing blow right across the shoulder. And Nigel is down on his back, and that left arm is in big, big trouble.
World champion, maybe giving Nigel a little bit of time here. Stomping away on the arm. What is Nigel's strategy going to be if the arm is taken away and he can't use that lariat? Oh, he's taken down, trying to shrug off everything that Morishima throws at him.
Very determined in front. Open hand slaps from McGinnis, and the champ of the forearm shot just drops him in the corner.
Saw Nigel getting very focused and fired up just then. He's so determined to realize his goal and become the world champion.
The clubbing blow to the arm of McGinnis in the corner is going to bring him out. McGinnis sent for the ride. Morishima charges and drives the boot right into the face of McGinnis in the corner. Nowhere for Nigel to go.
That's what we normally see out of Takeshi Morishima. All these brutalizing maneuvers, using his body as a weapon rather than picking a body part. So he's mixing in, working over one body part while also doing all of his trademark maneuvers during the course of this match. And now just pounding away at the side of the head and the ear of McGinnis.
Well, the ability of Morishima to do just that, change up his strategy, shows you just what a gifted wrestler he is. He's not a guy who's forced to wrestle a one-dimensional style. He's going to go in there now and change things up because he knows that's what McGinnis is expecting.
Paul Turner putting the count on McGinnis. See if he can answer the 10 count here. He might be out. We could see a knockout decision in this matchup. Nigel trying to pull himself together.
He just can't even get to his feet right here. Looking at the ropes, trying to pull himself up.
Up to a count of 9. Nigel's back to his feet. Backdrop driver. Countered. Nigel wound up on top, but only for a near fall.
Able to reverse his body weight.
Connects with a lariat, but Morishima doesn't go down. Another lariat finally takes him off his feet. Cover. 1, 2. Morishima gets the shoulder up.
Now, perhaps the arm work of Morishima not as effective as we may have thought in the early going, as Nigel seems to have been able to shrug it off and execute that lariat very effectively for a near fall. European uppercut and a thrust to the throat. Another one backs the champion into the corner. McGinnis with a flurry of offense here as he seems to have weathered the storm of Morishima in the early going. Back elbow from McGinnis. Charges the opposite corner for momentum. Runs up the turnbuckles and charges with a European uppercut.
Well, we've seen Nigel fight through the pain before. Another lariat takes Morishima off his feet.
Hooks the leg.
Not enough.
Very close, McGinnis. 2.5. Paul Turner right there, though.
Can McGinnis finally win the big one here? This crowd is solidly behind the challenger in this world title main event. Nigel trying to wear the man down. He's hit several lariats thus far, just trying to wear him out with the lariat.
Forearms from the champ and the challenger, exchanging blows. McGinnis to the ropes one more time. Jawbreaker lariat again, blocked by Morishima. Lariat from the champ.
Takes Nigel off his feet. Trying to shake off the effects is McGinnis as Morishima looks to follow up. He's got Nigel backed into the corner now. Sent across the ring. Morishima charges in with the forearm.
300-plus pounds crashing in the chest of Nigel McGinnis in the corner, absorbing the blow with both his front and his back into the turnbuckles. And now McGinnis on his back as Morishima climbs to the top.
We've seen him take to the air in the past. The impressive agility of the world champion. Missile drop kick connects with the chest. Cover! No, only gets 2.
Great force coming off the top with that drop kick by Morishima, but still not enough to put McGinnis down for the 3 count. Might be looking for a backdrop driver again. He's got it cinched in. McGinnis on the shoulders though. Sunset flip. The champion sits on the chest. Only 2.
All of the body weight of Morishima down across the chest of Nigel McGinnis. Couldn't get the backdrop driver yet again on that attempt, and now again looking to take another risk. Going to the top turnbuckle once again is Takeshi Morishima.
McGinnis again struggling to his feet as Morishima poised on the top, waiting for him to rise. Nigel is up. Morishima looking on. Lariat from McGinnis, catches him coming off the top. Hooks the leg. Only 2 again.
McGinnis obviously not trying anything fancy in this matchup. He knows that the lariat can put Morishima down, and he's trying to wear the champion out with lariat after lariat.
I'm just going to keep chopping him down and chopping him down with those lariats until he can't get up anymore.
Look how fired up Nigel McGinnis is. Morishima unsuccessful in taking out the arm and neutralizing the lariat from Nigel's repertoire.
Irish whip reversed by Morishima. Nigel headstand in the corner. Morishima charges and drives the foot to the face. Off the ropes comes Morishima. Big lariat takes the challenger down one more time.
Morishima with momentum going for the backdrop driver. Nails it!
And that's it. Covered by Morishima.
Nigel has shown in the past that he can fight through the pain, he can fight through the agony, and he's doing it right here. He wants the world championship.
Morishima going to the outside one more time.
Nigel struggling back to his feet inside the ring.
Morishima took a little too much time, and Nigel caught him with a thrust.
Nigel trying to position Morishima up on the top rope, maybe for the Tower of London. He's got him by the head. Can he hit the Tower of London? Morishima trying to block.
Clubbing blow from McGinnis, thrust to the throat, and again catches Morishima 3 times in the throat while perched up top. Nigel on the second now.
Perhaps looking for a superplex. He's got him hooked. Superplex from McGinnis.
Well, that took a little bit out of Nigel. Slow to go for the cover. And Morishima gets the shoulder up again.
He does have the world champion down, though. The repeated lariats trying to wear Morishima out. Now a big superplex brought him crashing down to the canvas. He's got the champ on his back. Nigel, maybe 1 rebound lariat, 1 jawbreaker away from the world title. The challenger on his feet, trying to stay focused.
Trying to contemplate his next maneuver. Well, he grabs Morishima by the hair, picks him back to his feet. Lariat backs the champion up, but doesn't take him down. A second one again, staggers Morishima. The 3rd time, he still can't take him off his feet. Again from behind. Morishima with a lariat of his own.
Going for the backdrop driver again, but Nigel able to roll through. What a counter!
Jawbreaker!
Morishima survives the jawbreaker lariat.
The crowd getting on the official Paul Turner, but give him credit, he was right there. He made the right call. Morishima was able to get the shoulder up.
Only 2. Both men down as a result result of just brutalizing one another during the course of this match as Paul Turner administers a double count on both athletes.
The crowd here in Edison wants to see this title change just as much as Nigel McGuinness wants it, and now it's Nigel on the outside.
You have to be here live to really experience what Ring of Honor is all about. Morishima back to his feet, trying to put a stop to whatever Nigel had in mind.
A backdrop driver off the top. It's over for sure if he hits it, but Nigel's able to block.
Go for the sunset flip, sunset bomb! Only two, Morishima with the shoulder up.
Yet again, McGuinness so close to putting Morishima down for the 3 count.
McGuinness knows the frustration, but can he finally win the world title tonight?
He's come so close on several occasions. Is tonight his night? Brutal shots from both McGuinness and Morishima. Lariat! He kicked out at 1.
Hip attack.
Jawbreaker! We got a new world champion!
What a celebration!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
What is Bryan Danielson doing?
He's ruining this moment for Nigel McGuinness.
I mean, every athlete waits their entire career to hear their name announced as the new world champion, and Bryan Danielson, he just took that moment away from Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, even to the point that former world champion Austin Aries stepped in, disgusted by Bryan Danielson's actions. And Takeshi Morishima, what a great world champion he was during his title reign, defending that belt across the globe. What's he gonna do? He just took the belt away from Paul Turner before he could present it to Nigel. He's gonna present it to him himself. What a classy move by Takeshi Morishima. Your new world champion, Nigel McGuinness. Here are the fans giving their appreciation to Morishima for a great world title reign. And there's Austin Aries, the man that can claim to be #1 contender, offering his congratulations as well and raising the hand of the new world champ. We thank you for joining us here on pay-per-view. Be sure to join us once again during March.